Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special combining video showcase, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So I've got these 6 core class Dinobots here from Legacy, and we're going to be taking them from the modes they're in now and building them up to form Volcanicus. So I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, and also to quickly apologise for just how long it's taken me to do this. These figures have obviously been out quite some time, and again I've been so busy it's just took ages to get around to do this. One other thing as well is I seem to have mislaid his tail, which doesn't seem to make too much difference, but I will show you where it would go, and again it doesn't really affect the fully combined form. Just wanted to get that out at the beginning. Right, we're going to start off with Grimlock, funnily enough, and also you can see that Snarl is the only one in robot mode. The reason for that is the rest of these, it's easier to get them into the combined form from that alternate mode, so that's why they are set up the way they are. Let's just give ourselves a bit of clearance, and here's going to be our left leg. So yeah, some of these are a little bit out of proportion, but again, remember guys, these are only core class figures. So let's start off by turning the bottom of the feet out, so turn the gold toes out, which means that when you take this hinge here by his chest, remember that's the chest from the robot mode, these will come forward and the claws are now forward. You can then tab the 2 legs together like so, and as you can see, that's going to stabilize the back up straight away. So with this popping out the side, it might just balance it a little more, but again, I've not got that at this moment in time. Take the upper part of the Dinobot torso, fold this over, ensuring that this tab lifts up. Then you can close this neatly around there just to cover a bit of the gap up. You need this tab because that's how you're going to tab him to the rest of the body. We're then going to move to Scar, which is going to be, you can tell by his accessory, the left arm. So take this off for now. What we're looking to do is open up the back legs. As you do this, you can fold these legs all the way over. There's some cutouts there. These will tab into that position. Then what we're looking to do is you might need to just separate these just a little bit. You need to rotate this 180 degrees. Make sure you just clip them back together if they do separate, and then you can fold these feet, and they don't really tab in, but they just fit nicely over there like so. You've then got this part here fold all the way out, and that's how you're going to attach him to the shoulder. So of course don't forget to reattach via this tab inside here now the fist. So there we go, that's pretty much the left hand side. We're going to do the right hand side before doing the torso, because to be honest the torso's I suppose the most difficult part. Right, what we're looking to do here then, we're going to fold these in, so the tail's going to cover the head like so. Make sure this tabs into position. We're then going to bring the hands around the front as well. Again, tab these together because these 2 circles are going to tab into this there on the back. So what we're looking to do with the legs is we're going to fold these up, and what I'm going to do is I think that these will tab into there like so. So you can see you've got the cutouts there, that's going to tab into that, that's going to close on the back. Now to be honest, I probably should have taken this out, rotate that up, but again re-tab these into the bottom there, so you can see this again is going to be a foot, but let's tidy it up by again attaching this via that way round. There you go, them 2 are going to slot into there, and that should, oh no, I've just pushed it in a little too far. Let's just line these back up, and this should now, have I got it? I think I've still missed it. Bear with me a sec. There we go then. Quick apologies, had a sneezing fit then, and obviously didn't want to witness that. So yeah, make sure the forearms are turned out enough, and what we're going to do is these 2 circles obviously going to go there, and the top of these 2 circles will be visible. So it's still quite awkward, but there you go, you see that's clicked in straight away. You can then attach this sword via that cutout there, and I suppose it's a little bit more for stabilization or just aesthetics. To be honest, I'd rather give it the main combined form, but I'll show you that in a second. So there is now the right leg. So let's move on to the right arm, which is of course a swoop, and again we're back to alternate modes now. As I said in the first part, it was just Snarl in robot mode. So let's separate these legs, fold these all the way out, fold the wings back right out of the way, because you're going to take off the blaster accessories, which are of course going to double up to now be the right hand. What you've then got to do, you've got the arms tabbed into the legs and into the torso via them tabs. Rotate the legs around like so, reattach these tabs to the forearms like so. that'll just tidy up, just keep the arms in neatly. You can then fold the wings back over on themselves, but to be honest, it's up to you when it's in combined mode. If you want them out, you can, and if you want to fold this over, you can as well. It's up to you. Just don't forget now to take the connector, the attachment point, fold that out, take the two blasters. These are going to tab together via all the slots on the inside here. And now what we've got, oh, he says I've just been again a bit too rough. These are going to attach via them two cutouts to the back of the legs, and you've got all limbs now. So we've got two legs, two arms. We move on to the more awkward bit. This is probably the most awkward part. He's got quite a lot going on with him, and unfortunately, yeah, he's the most out of proportion. So let's take the neck, bring this down out of the way, separate the back, fold this out of the way, and then carefully separate the arms, fold these out of the way, rotate these up like so, so it looks like he's sort of going, yeah, with his arms in the air. Keep them like that, bring that down, rotate at the waist all the way around 180 degrees. Now what we need to do, these holes need to stay there because that's where you're going to attach the legs to, but you need to twist and turn everything else out of the way. So what I mean by that is rotate that there, that's okay, and then rotate this back. So see that hole is still there, 180 degree turn there, still at the bottom, 180 degree turn there. So you've basically got this, and loads of things are going to tab obviously into this. I'm going to show you what in a second. So let's move him there. I'm going to move to Slug. I know his name in G1 wasn't Slug, but A, family friendly channel, and B, the Dinobots didn't combine in G1 either, so I'm going to call him Slug because he's not a G1 Dinobot, he's a Power of the Primes one. Anyway, so take the head out of the tail, which you can see there, and then what we're looking to do is just hold on to these to fold the legs back for just a little bit, open up these, and now we're going to fold this back down. This is going to tab into this part here. It should do, he says. Yep, there we go. Keep the legs out of the way. You can now fold these little front legs and tuck the tabs in there. Right, what we've got here is 3 tabs, but at the moment we've only got 2. So what you do is we take this tail, which now doubles up as like the abdomen stroke torso. That's going to go in there like so. We've now got 3 holes. We've got a huge gap there for the head to fit in, so it's a case of very carefully lining everything up, and there is the main part of the torso. Now you've got them holes on the side and the arms. These are going to tab in just for a much more secure connection of the upper and lower part of the torso. Has that gone in? Yep, you can see the tab there, you can see the tab there. So I'm going to save the head till last, a bit like, I suppose, and you know, a reveal, whatever it is. So we'll go with Grimlock first. There is the connection point, tab that into there. Then we're going to go with Snarl. There is his connection point, and again that's going to go in there. So I'm going to apply a little pressure that way, and I've knocked that out of his thing, but I'm going to put it as a dagger anyway, so you can see what I mean. He probably would balance a little more with that, but it's not too detrimental at all. I've got it, but I just don't know where it is. I'm being dead honest. Right, let's just stand the torso up a little bit, and I'm going to just raise this up just a fraction, just so it looks that little bit better. So there's your ports on the side. Here's these. I do actually find these hard to locate, so what I tend to do is push it all the way out, and then this allows me to force it in there and bring that down. As I've said, if you want to fold that over, you can. If you want to fold the wings out, you can. Turn your attention to Scar, same principle. I'm going to fold that all the way out. I'm then going to be able to push this, he says. That's gone further in. That's gone further in. That's going to come down. And again, you've still got the articulation there. You've still got a bit of a bicep flexion. It's not too bad at all. And then you're going to go with, of course, the finishing touch on the top there, the Volcanicus head, which, you know, it's not too bad. Let's be honest, this is 6 core class figures. I'm going to put that there as a little dagger. It's not too bad at all. Funnily enough, it's nowhere near as big as him, and it's also nowhere near as big as the new one there. But there you go, that is the full combining form of Volcanicus. Hope you enjoyed it. Once again, sorry it took so long, and then maybe if you're watching this in reference in the future, I hope it's helped you with the combining mode. Thanks very much, guys. Take care.